So heading into Goodwill today, right off the bat, I see snow skis that are 75% off, which is a great deal. Of course, it's the end of winter time here in Minnesota, but they had a great assortment of skis. So in today's video, I want to share with you when I'm heading up and down the aisles and showing you the things that I'm finding at all of these Goodwills and community thrift stores, I'm looking for certain things in my mind. And I thought today I would pop in some screenshots and show you what those items are. Of course, I'm always learning and I'm always looking up things in the stores while I'm there. I'll put my camera down and I'll do a Google image search. I was at a Goodwill recently and I had someone stop me and ask me about what I was doing and if I was a reseller. And I ended up sharing all of the things that I do. He downloaded the app, he was fascinated. So it's fun to talk to other resellers and other collectors when I'm in these stores because I end up actually meeting some people and chatting with some people when they see what I'm doing and holding up my phone and taking photos. So when I go up and down the aisles, I am in my mind as I'm looking, searching for different things that I have learned throughout the years. I've been doing this over 7 years now. Learned different things that I always keep in mind up and down each of these aisles and want to share those items as well with you. So starting out when I'm in the glassware, I'm always looking for mid-century glassware dishes. I look for brands like Blanco, Murano. I look for Fenton. I look for bold colors. I look for geometric shapes. I look for texture and pattern. Mid-century can be very collectible. They have a really distinctive style. I will put in a couple of screenshots of mid-century glassware. Of course, it's always easy to find anything that's pink or green, so that right off the bat you can spot easily. So in the wood aisle, I'm always drawn to carved wooden art. I look for wooden sculptures, I look for masks, figurines, folk art. I look for things that are like intricately carved. If they're signed, that's always a good thing. I look at Africa, Asia, Native American. I love masks. So high quality wood, good craftsmanship, that can be really valuable for collectors. Wood kitchenware, wooden bowls. I look for hand carved bowls. I look for salad servers, wooden spoons, utensils, hand tools, tool chests, anything in that realm that's older, vintage, um, like exotic wood, like maple, walnut, olive wood. Those things are oftentimes marked and are oftentimes valuable. So anything unique in the wooden area. In the basket area, I look for natural fibers like seagrass or willow. I look for coiled baskets, something that has an intricate pattern, and when it coils around from the bottom to the top. I also look at it being, of course, handmade and anything unique, unique weaving, unique colors. That's what catches my eye in the basket area. Heading down the dishes aisle. So when I'm looking at dishes, I look for vintage or antique china. I look for Wedgwood. I look at Lenox. I look at Spode. Mid-century modern dishes are very popular. In the stoneware or the pottery, I look for Fiesta or Fiesta ware. I look for McCoy. I look at Hall pottery. There's high quality porcelain names that I look for. Villeroy and Bach. I look at Royal Copenhagen or unique glassware. Anchor Hawking, Pyrex, Fire King. The color always grabs me. This piece was interesting. I would have grabbed this if there were a set of two. This I did do a Google image search on, and this had some value, but there was just one cup and one saucer, so I left that one behind. So now moving over into the drinking glasses and the glassware section, I look oftentimes just the color grabs my attention. But in terms of brand names, I look at Libby. My mom actually had a set of Libby glasses that I had sold from her collection. I look for the cactus pattern, the golden wheat pattern, the iced tea glasses from Libby are collectible or do well. Fire King, Anchor Hawking, uh, Fastoria. I look at, like the color, the pinks and the green always catch my eye. So when I'm scanning the rows showing you what is for sale at these Goodwills and rummage sales that I stop in at, the community thrifts, I'm looking to show you the prices, but at the very same time, I'm also got my eye out for these brands that I'm telling you about. So I'm going to put a little music on, and for a while here, let's browse around the store together. So plates, like collector plates, I'm not real big into those. I always, when I'm looking, think, well, who's the buyer? Who are they? Are they collecting? Are they putting them on the wall? But I do think if that's something that's interesting to you, there are a few brand names that I've heard of, and I will look for, like the Bradford Exchange or Spode, Goebel, Franklin Mint. I've actually sold some Franklin Mint statues and collectibles that my husband had. He was into a series of them. Franklin Mint, just make sure that they are like limited edition. There's some, if you're into that, research those types of plates. There is some money to be made if that's something that you're interested in. This candle was really, really pretty. I wasn't quite sure what it was. I opened up that lid and it was powerful. The scent was very strong. It was 19.99, which got me thinking. I put my phone down. I'm thinking, why did they price it at $20? It was gorgeous. You see here what it sold for. But my problem was it was chipped. If you could see on that screen, it was a little chipped up. So I left that behind. I did a video, and I'll link it below in the description, where Dr. Lori visited some Goodwills in Minnesota, and she talked about globes and really encouraged us to look at globes. These ones that are in bases like this can really bring good money. So I'll link that video below, and you can learn a little bit more about Dr. Lori and about what she says about globes. Okay, so we're going to end the video with my search for a gown to wear to a black tie wedding we have in the spring. So I would love to be able to find one and have you all along with me. So I'm looking for brands like Nordstrom brands like Adriana Papel, Kay Unger, Bloomingdale's type, Ted Baker, Bagley Mishka. I am at what I would consider the Goodwill. It's in Minnetonka, across from Bridgedale. I'll leave the address of this store in the notes and below this video. I That's what I would love to find is, even the Bloomingdale's Nordstrom brands, the higher qualities are the, Dior's and the Marquesas and the Chanel's. That would be lovely. I am looking for a dress in black, a darker colored dress. And I thought if I found one in a bigger, my size would be great, in a bigger size for our son's wedding. I bought one right before COVID hit. I didn't know it. Our son got married during COVID, and bought one and ended up altering it. And it was a great, I never got back into the stores. So I did not buy it at a thrift store at that time, but I bought it retail and ended up altering it. But this time, because I'm in so many thrift stores, it is our son's best friend. And he is getting married at a black tie event. So this was the only one that caught my eye, black. The fabric wasn't great and the slit was really high. So that one stayed behind. But those, in terms of wedding wear dresses that I could wear to a wedding, those are the brands that I'm hoping to find and hoping that you'll be along with me.